Hey, it's Coach Reeves. Today, I'm going to show you how to convert radicals to an exponential form and then back again from exponential forms to radicals. And we may even actually simplify or solve some problems. All right, so this is my goofy drawing, okay? Here's my reminder. In my tree, where do you find the roots? The roots are at the bottom. So when we convert this to an exponent, we're going to have a fraction. We're going to have a rational exponent. We're going to have a fraction for our exponent. I need you to remember that the roots are in the denominator. The roots are at the bottom. Okay? So, look what we have inside our problem on number 1. Okay? Inside the parentheses, here are my parentheses. The 5p is inside the parentheses, so it stays inside the parentheses. So you're going to come in and you're going to say, okay, 5p is in the parentheses. Now we're going to change this to an exponent. We're going to have a fractional exponent, a rational exponent. Okay? In this problem, this is your exponent. The 3 is the exponent, and there's an invisible little bitty 2 is my root. So we're going to put the exponents over the roots. So we're going to write this as 3 to the second power. And this will be my answer. If it's in parentheses, it stays in parentheses. Then you take your exponent will be the numerator, your root will be the denominator. Exponents over roots, roots are at the bottom of the tree. It works, okay? Let's try another one. All right, no parentheses, but not necessary, okay? Because this goes to everybody. There is an invisible little bitty 1 for this 6. There's an invisible little 1 for that v. Those are my exponents. The exponent for that 6 is a 1. The exponent for that v is a 1. So when we take this, we're going to say I have 6v, okay? The exponent is a 1, so the 1 goes up here, and this is going to go to both of them because they both have a 1. They both have a 1. So we're going to say the exponent is a 1, the root is a 3. Remember, the root goes at the bottom. So no, this was not in parentheses, and we could actually change exponents, have a different exponent for each one, but in this case, both of the exponents are a 1, so we're going to write this as 6v to the 1/3. Let's keep going. In this situation, there's only one variable. Pretty simple. This is not a hard concept. My exponent is a 1, so we're going to say I have m. I put my exponent on top, and my root is in the denominator. Easy, easy. So then we're going to go backwards, okay? We're going to have the exponent. The exponent is a rational exponent, so we're going to have to convert it back to a radical. Now, remember, the root, the exponent is on top. The root is at the bottom. So when I convert this to a radical, this is my root. My root goes right here in this little nook. 5 is my root. A is what we're talking about, and then my exponent is an 8. Okay? You can write it like this, or you could put it in parentheses if you wanted to. You could say, I have the 5th root of A, and you can actually put it in parentheses like this. Either one is acceptable. Very good. Whew. Not sure what happened there. Okay? Power surge. But we can keep going. All right, we're not going to restart. All right, so what do we have here? I have a radical. This is my root. This is my exponent. So we're going to put a I don't have to put the 2. If you want to put the 2 to make yourself feel better, but when it's the square root, do we really need a 2 there? No, the 2 is optional. So I have my x, and my exponent is a 3. And remember now, you could put it in parentheses if you felt that you needed to. But in this case, my root is an invisible 2. We don't have to write the 2 when we're writing a square root, and my exponent is a 3. And again, this is some of the easiest stuff we do. We wish that we could have every test question be this simple, okay? All right, moving forward, we're going to ask you to simplify, okay? This is another easy task. You're going to wish you had a lot of these on your tests, okay? All right, so we're going to ask you who this exponent goes to. This 2/3 as an exponent, it goes to the 125, and it goes to the b to the 3rd. So we're going to ask you to go 125 to the 2/3, and we're going to ask you b to the 3rd raised to the 2/3. Now, I can't do this in my head. This is a little bit more than I can handle. But you have a calculator that will take care of you. So we're going to put this in our calculator as 125 raised to the 2/3. So we go to our calculator. We're going to say 125 raised, little rooftop or the carrot top, raised to the 2 divided by 3. We hit enter. It's going to give us an answer of 25. So then we're here, and we know that this is going to give us 25. We also remember when we did this the other day, is that when you raise the power, we're asking you to multiply when you raise the power. So this is 3, or 3 over 1 times 2/3. That's what that means. When you raise the power, you're saying 3 times 2/3. This is going to cancel, and that's going to leave us with a 2. Or you can say that is 6 divided by 3. Either way, you're going to be left with a 2. So I'm going to be left with b to the 2nd power. The number part you need to put in the calculator. Let the calculator help you with the rational exponent. When we get to the variable, you're just going to raise the power and multiply and reduce the fraction. Okay? See if I have another one. Got one more. Okay? So what we're going to ask you to do is we're going to ask you to go 216 to the 1/3. And then we're going to say v to the 9th. And we're going to raise that to the 1/3. So let's go to the calculator and put 216 raised to the 1/3 in the calculator. Let's make sure I don't mess that up. Okay, so on my calculator, I have 216. 216 raised to the 1 divided by 3. Now we know that's 1 divided by 3. We're asking you to take the cube root, but that's okay. And we're going to hit enter, and it's going to give me a 6. So back on our worksheet, this is going to be the equivalent. This is going to be the equivalent of 6. And then when I raise the power, we're asking you to go 9 times 1/3. When I multiply, that's going to give me 9 over 3, which is a 3. That's going to give me v to the 3rd power. I wish all of our worksheets were this easy. So we're going to convert a radical to a rational exponent. We're going to take that rational exponent and convert it back to a radical. And then we're going to ask you to simplify this situation. Okay? Very easily. Use your calculator to help you with the numbers because they get kind of big and it's complex. Okay? All right, I think you're going to be fine on this, but if something does happen, just email us or show up in the Zoom and ask a question. All right, good luck.